Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're in the great state of Texas this week. Our first round coverage of the Valero Texas Open is about to begin. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me is Rich Beam. And out on the course, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. And Beamer, TPC San Antonio, I'd like to be kind and say something really glowing and positive about it, but it is a brutally tough test of golf, isn't it?
I'm having a hard time coming up with one that's a little more fiery, I would say, than San Antonio. It's just a golf course that I think it was designed, Luke, to play firm and fast with winds mostly blowing out of the south. But what happens is, as we normally play it, they overseed the fairways, they overseed the rough, which slows everything down. And then at least one day a week, you've got some north winds that, slow everything down. And this golf course is just, it's painful. It really can be no fun to play. You got to drive the golf ball well here. Danger everywhere off the fairways. A few years back, one of the guys who was playing in front of me made a 16 on the 9th hole, and that was kind of interesting, but that's what can happen in a hurry out here.
TPC San Antonio, Rich, is one of the stern tests on the PGA Tour, and you get an examination right out of the gates.
Second shot on this golf course, Luke, is one of the most difficult on this golf course. A deep bunker out to the right. The green runs away on the right-hand side. A tiny target for sure with the second shots.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to break to the right.
This one's for birdie. Starting the round at even par.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Oh, well done. This now, his third shot. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 10th.
This one is chewing fiber.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Looking for another birdie here.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left. with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
From around 180 yards out. That one's just found its way onto the first step. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. And from that position in the rough, now that was impressive. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The 5th is one of the shorter par 4s on the property, right on 400 yards.
Players must make a decision whether to go for it or lay up short of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. This green is perched above the players ever so slightly, and there's a spine running right through the center of it with a low area on the left-hand side. No matter whether you go for it or you lay up, this is a wonderful birdie opportunity.
All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
Up and down out of the bunker for birdie here, Luke. Job well done.
Sitting now 3 under for the tournament. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side, but from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Bite, bite.
Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
That was special.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the 3rd hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area that will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
Lining up this putt, still some meat on the bone.
Looking pretty good.
Gotta like the look of this one. Yes, sir!
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Now 8 shots back after that hole. Welcome to the par 5 8th hole. That reminded me of the Big Easy, silky smooth. This is his 2nd shot. That'll work there. chance to move to 5 under par.
Looking good.
Good speed too. Oh, that's a great looking putt. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And our leader is now out by 3 shots as we head to the next. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4. Good shot there, Beamer. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. 18 feet to the cup. John, have you got a read on this one?
I think this is going to move pretty hard left to right.
Not sure if that one came out of the centre of the putter. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. As players make the turn, they find themselves on the tee at the 10th.
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
Playing from around 110 yards out.
Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Never mind. Go and make a par on the next. And in it goes. Currently 4 under for the event. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Not a bad play, that one. 14 feet to the cup. So close. An opportunity to make a par here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We'll reach this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Going with the pitching wedge here. And he's safely on the green with that shot. John, what's the line on this putt?
This putt is going to start out straight and move a little to the right after that.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. 13's a long pass for him, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. You come up short, and those bunkers, that's no bargain either. The 3 here, well, you done good.
Yeah, that was a safe play. A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup.
Looking good.
And that should secure the par on this one. Now 7 shots behind after that. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one. Yep, that works. Nicely done.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And now on the move inside the top 10. He's in a share of 10th here in this tournament. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Sitting at 6 under for the day. This one could take a little bounce to the left. This is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar, Luke. The greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Let's take a look at Roseng, shall we? Go in. Wow, what a save.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3, great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. And now this, to get into a share of 6th on the leaderboard.
This really looks good.
Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. He's currently tied for 9th. The 17th is certainly a fun hole. The question really is, should players go for it or lay up?
Depending on where they put the tee box, Luke, most players should be going for this green. Anything just short and left could find that deep bunker fronting a green, but to be fair, that's not a bad miss. The one you want to avoid at all costs is the one on the right-hand side, because nobody, not even professionals, like a 60-yard bunker shot.
Lining up for his 3rd now. Let's get back to it, shall we? This shot from the first cut of rough. This is what remains for a share of 6th place in the standings. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
And this putt coming up for his par. And that putt'll drop. Well done. He finds himself currently tied for 9th. Reached the finishing hole here at TPC San Antonio. Very famous with that creek meandering up through the last half of it. It's a great par 5.
Only the bravest of the brave will be going for this green in 2. Just a tee shot down the left-hand side and a layup, a difficult one at that, up the right-hand side. You must avoid the bunkers and the water with your second. Third shot past the creek to a green that sits above you that has 3 distinct tiers on it. Getting it close here requires a deft touch.
Yeah, that one will play. He's standing over his 3rd shot. 5 shots off the lead. Oh, well played. And now this to move into a tie for 6th. And a lovely way to finish his day, closing the round with a birdie. Well, Rich, I thought that day was an absolute doozy. And this player seems to be in decent shape, don't you think?
Little work to do, there's no doubt about it, but still plenty of good golf to reflect on today with 3 days to go.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back at TPC San Antonio for the 2nd round coverage of the Valero Texas Open. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. Our current leader going along nicely at 12 under the card as we get things underway. Now to the first hole. And let's see what he can do here today. That's tidy. Playing this one about 130 yards out.
This one is going straight at it.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. It's just about 3 feet away.
Little birdie look in here.
That's 9 under par for the event. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
This for a birdie run.
Will Zalatoris is in top spot as we move to the next. Stepping onto the par 3 third.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Oh, this is perfection. Come on, be the one.
Easy par, that. Will Zalatoris currently occupies top spot in this tournament. Let's go to the 4th. It's a par 4. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Well, this would be a familiar spot, Rich. It looks like the same one as yesterday.
Let's not think about what happened here yesterday with this next shot. It wasn't very good.
Needs this one to kick right. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Oh, that is bombed. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. He's currently sitting in 6th position. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side, but from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
This is his second shot. Just 3 strokes back.
Yeah, nice from the rough.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. If he can hold this, he'll move inside the top 5. Hey, that's a chance. Oh. Now, that's got to be frustrating. It's such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Hole 7, and it's a par 3. Nicely done. And now this to move into a tie for 5th. Putting for a par now.
I'm not sure there's much things more difficult, guys, than a short, little left-er.
Now at 11 under for the event. On the tee now, the par 5 8th hole. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. That's some good golf right there.
I think this could be it. Could be.
And this putt to move into a tie for 5th in the standings. Nice birdie, well played. And a bonus now into the top 5. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Par 4, 9th hole here.
Not a single bunker on this hole. Tee shot is fairly straightforward. Just hit it straight, find the center of the fairway. The second shot, however, gets a little interesting as this green is very deep, not very wide. Big runoff areas on both sides of this green. A par here is a solid number.
Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, let's get stuck into the 10th hole, shall we?
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
Let's catch up with JT, shall we? 5 strokes behind our leader. Is this one going to go down? And this shot from about 150 yards out. Just 1 stroke off the lead.
All right, clubbing up.
That's just inside the range.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. He's currently tied for first. Hole number 11 is a par 4.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it?
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And he's now the solo leader in this event. Time to face a par 4 now. Now, great rhythm on that swing. Time for the second shot at the 12th. Yeah, well played. A putt here to move to 16 under par. And he's down there. You got a read?
It's just the slightest bit of break and it's moving right to left.
And as we head to the next tee, our featured player leads by 2. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
9 feet to the cup. And that putt will drop and he'll extend his lead. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in two and get rewarded for it.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's staring down 23 feet here.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. Currently in first position. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last. Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. From around 140 yards here. Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
Oh, this looks brilliant. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. Welcome to the 16th hole, a par 3. Going with the 5-iron here. Well, that's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. This one is a fair distance here. That's disappointing. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. And as we now move to the next hole, he has a 4-shot advantage. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. He's setting up for his second shot. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Ooh, little downhill left to righter here. And a relatively good putt from that distance.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And as we check the standings, our leader is currently ahead by 4. And now teeing off on the final hole of this round. Well struck. Oh, right by the hole. It's just about 3 feet away. And with that, this round comes to a close. And as his round comes to an end, he's finishing up in second place.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. TPC Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's moving day here at TPC San Antonio for the Valero Texas Open. Luke Elvey, Rich Beam calling all the action here. It's always terrific to have you join us. As we begin today's coverage, we join our featured player who currently sits in second spot. Let's see if he can climb to the top of the leaderboard by the end of today's round. Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole. It looked like it came out of a cannon. Taking on this approach now from a pretty similar spot.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Oh, stop it. What a shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
It looks like this one will move left to right.
Oh, what a putt.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
Currently sitting at an impressive 20 under par here. Well, this is a player after my own heart. Going with the driver here.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Using the big muscles to get it home and two there. This is on a great line.
Oh, well holed for eagle. Currently now 22 under the card. Here we have it, trying to feed off the eagle and build on that momentum here.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
Ooh. A par putt awaits. In she goes. Let's head to the next. He's currently in second place here. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yeah, he's got 190 all the way back here.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Is this one going to go down? Oh, that one just missed the hole. Didn't have to sweat that par putt. Our leader is currently out by 4 strokes as we check the standings. Oh, I see the eyes are lighting up here, Rich, and I understand why. A short par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Standing over his second shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
What an opportunity to make a birdie.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Just a smidgen to the right, this one.
A well holed. He'll take the birdie.
Luke, I don't know if you know this or not, but nothing rolls like a ball.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side, but from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Second shot here on the 6th.
Pretty good shot there.
And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole. Wow, what happened there?
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Handy out of the bunker there.
And he needs this to save par.
Oh, that's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
And that's an exceptional up and down from the greenside bunker.
Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-stroke buffer for our leader. Welcome to the par 5 8th hole. Quality shot, that one. Good shot there. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Sitting at 25 under as we head to the next. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Not a single bunker on this hole. Tee shot is fairly straightforward. Just hit it straight, find the center of the fairway. The second shot, however, gets a little interesting as this green is very deep, not very wide. Big runoff areas on both sides of this green. A par here is a solid number.
Opting for the 5-iron. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. That should set up another chance. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. A par putt on the table. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. He's currently in the 2nd position. On the tee of the par 4 10th hole.
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Now 4 back after that hole. Here we are at the 11th, a par 4.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
Oh, that's a great shot and a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. Oh, that was pure. Well, Rich, this looks like a familiar spot for this player.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Choosing the 9-iron here. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we? Oh, great swing there. This putt coming up is for birdie.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Starting this one way out to the left. It's just about 3 feet away. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 14th is a par 5. A thing of beauty. That's the common mistake, hitting it out to the left. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless. Looking nice.
Go in the hole. No. So close. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. We've arrived at a par 4. Beautiful swing there. Playing this shot from about 180 yards.
He's 2 shots back.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This would be a great up and down. Ooh, watch this one break. Putting for par. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The 16th is a par 3. Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough.
Come on, don't stop now. Keep on.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
is currently sitting in third place. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And that's 8 birdies today. Trailing by 4 strokes. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. Where did that come from? That's not his style. Henny, have you got a good read on his lie?
This was a great break. The first cut, and it's sitting really nice.
Will this hang on to the fairway? Okay, this one's going to probably just catch the first cut, I think. That's well executed. This one's heading towards the green.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Or is that the number? How about those hands? The hands of a surgeon. A great way to close out the day with a little chip in. Well, that was a pretty solid day's effort all round, and just 18 holes left to play.
Luke, that was a blast. Looking forward to next time.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. TPC Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're bringing you all the action from the final round of the Valero Texas Open. Luke Elvey here, pleased to have you with us today. Oh, Rich, great to see you. Championship Sunday. Don't you love it when there's a trophy on the line? And our player has a chance to win one today.
Second place, that's no fun. You're so close and yet so far. Let's face it, second place stinks. This player needs to go out and produce something to chase down that leader and overtake him in this final round.
And he's hit that inside the range.
Putting for birdie. He's currently in second place on the leaderboard. This is one of those long par fives. Good luck.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, There is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Oh, that's carrying a bit too much speed. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
This one's tracking towards the hole, I feel.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are at the 3rd hole, a par 3.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
This for a birdie.
He's currently just in 2nd place. Let's go to the 4th. It's a par 4.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one.
Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Going with the 5-iron here. And he's safely on the green.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is just going right the whole way along.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Let's go to hole number 5, and it's a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
A birdie putt awaits.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Now 4 back after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side, but from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
And he's setting this one up from almost the same spot as yesterday on this hole.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Great shot. And now this to move into a tie for 2nd place.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
And as we check the standings, our leader is currently ahead by 4. On the tee of a par 3. Going with the 5-wood.
That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. His 2nd shot here.
3 shots off the lead.
Ah, absolutely flushed. Close to the surface here, and the green side rough.
Oh, this is good.
Putting for a par here.
And down it goes. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Hole number 9 is a par 4.
Not a single bunker on this hole. Tee shot is fairly straightforward. Just hit it straight, find the center of the fairway. The second shot, however, gets a little interesting as this green is very deep, not very wide. Big runoff areas on both sides of this green. A par here is a solid number.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer. And tapping it in for par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. He's going along quite nicely in second place. Hole number 11 is a par 4.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Oh, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Trailing by 4 strokes. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway.
Second shot here on the 12th.
This one looks to be heading towards the green.
Oh, well played. Lovely shot. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Oh, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it. Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Big putt for par coming up. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now 4 back after that hole. Welcome to the 14th hole. It's a par 5. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Well, this one looks to be heading down the runway.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here.
Well, that's up near the green there, Rich, in just a couple of shots. That's fantastic stuff.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
And it's a 3-stroke advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
And he's right in the thick of it. Needs to really make a move soon, though. Well, this player's been making some moves on the leaderboard, Rich.
We expected to see someone come out of the pack to contend for this title. This player is doing just that.
Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. That's inside the house of opportunity. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Oh, that was flushed. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range.
And he's down there. You got to read.
You gotta love a downhill left-righter.
What a putt that was. He's currently sitting in second. Time to face a par 4.
Coming off a birdie at the last, looking to add another one.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. This is his second shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
This putt about 11 feet in distance. This one's got to break a long way from the right.
Putting now for a bogey.
And the putt goes down, but that's his first bogey for the tournament.
Their first bogey of the event, but 5 strokes back. That is a tall ask.
Here we are on the last, and it's a par 5.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
Well played, mate. And this to shoot 61. Oh, that would have been nice to make. And that'll wrap things up for him here at this tournament. Well, there's no doubt the chance to go back-to-back was a huge carrot. Unfortunately, just coming up a bit short, but it's certainly exciting down the stretch.
I'm very impressed with how this player battled trying to get that back-to-back win, coming up a little bit shy, nothing to hang your head about.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.